So my friends, welcome to a new altcoin update video. Today we're talking about the Young protocol. It was requested by some of you. It's been in my portfolio for a while now and I've already seen decent profits from it. We're going to take a closer look at this thing today. It's obviously a low cap, so here's the reminder again. I trade here, or rather, I buy this coin with significantly less capital than when I do it with regular altcoins. That simply has to do with it. Low caps simply have much more growth potential, so significantly more upside potential than altcoins. That's why I always treat these coins a bit differently in my portfolio. I'll still introduce it to you. If you want to buy this thing, you can of course get it on Maxi and elsewhere. Introduce it. If you want to buy this thing, you can of course get it on Maxi and anywhere else. Otherwise, before we start, feel free to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and of course, feel free to check out the free Telegram Talk and Signal group. If you're interested in updates, news, and signals, feel free to join in. And if you want to support the channel, feel free to sign up at my partner exchange, BingX. So, the Dione protocol is currently at a 34 million market cap. We had a nice pump here at the beginning of the year. It went up until March. After that, only in a downward trend. Then we had this dump, but that had to do with it because a separate blockchain was effectively migrated here. So we can just briefly overlook this dump. And what needs to be said here is that the people behind the project are also very, very committed to the roadmap. So point number one, why I invested here. Things are also moving forward here. As I said, it's still a low cap. Technically speaking, it doesn't really look bullish at all. I have to say I got a good entry back then and was definitely in the plus here. I've also sold a position before, but we're now entering some really, really cool territory, or rather some very relaxed price ranges. Of course, the trend is clearly downward. We don't need to say anything about that. However, downwards, we still have a small inefficiency on the daily view, which goes down to about 0.0028 US dollars. It would also have a perfect double bottom to definitely kick off a little altcoin season here. So point number one for a possible reinvestment is currently here. Point number two would then be at 0.07 US dollars. And it would almost represent our fast bear market low. So the bear market low was down here at 0.08, so definitely lower. But at the moment, I'm not assuming that we see this support area again. As soon as an altcoin season really comes, you have to say it's an absolute high-risk project with a market cap of 34 million, which is currently in a definite downward trend. So to be fair, you have to say that still it was requested by you. So how do I approach the bull run here? Well, so first of all, when we look at the possible price targets, we need to set our FIB from our top to our current low. That means if we get an even lower low, of course, we would have to reassess here. But for me, I would first say here, the first take profit area would be around just under $1 US, because here, if you take a quick look, we have more of a resistance area, so we still have liquidity to grab from here. That would be point one, but from the current point in time, that's already 200%. The next price area would be the golden pocket, which would be around 300% at about 0.040 US dollars. Then the all-time high, and for the bull run, we need to see how it develops, but my maximum target would be 3 US dollars, which would be 785% from here. Is that possible? Absolutely. With a low cap, we're talking about 8x. And what needs to be said about that is, if you take a look at the market cap, it also doesn't mean that an infinite number of tokens are being thrown onto the market. Like with Falcon, you have to consider everything in that context, right? That's why I would say, okay, that would definitely be within the realm of possibility, but still always taking profits. Please take note. I mentioned it this morning in the update video, also with altcoins. Take profits, take profits, take profits. It doesn't help to hold until infinity, because then the next bear market comes and that's it. I believe this cycle is different, that the pump and dump happen faster, and we might not, you see these huge prices here, but still, if there are 200, 300% in it, take that just from my side. Otherwise, feel free to drop a comment down below, whether you are invested here or not. And otherwise, I would say that's it from my side. Write your altcoin wishes down in the comments. I would be really happy about that. If you have any other requests, and otherwise, that's it from my side. I wish you a nice, successful day. Take care of yourselves. Until then, bye-bye, and as always, stay crypto.